Good evening, everyone. It's your host OWB. Welcome to our Champions League review special, and I'm here with Fashu. What's up, dude?
My brother, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
How you doing, man?
I'm okay.
I mean, we saw the Champions League matches, and it was amazing, exciting, stunning, with a lot of drama, goals, comeback, and
say that again.
all of that. We saw the first game of the tournament between Arsenal and Athletic Club. The game ended Arsenal 2 goals, Atletico Bilbao 0. So, what's your take on the game, man?
And as it should be, Arsenal gave it all. They are all. I think Bilbao, they came with strategy, but Arsenal with a good team that they have and they are bringing to this competition, they were able to come out victorious. All that matters is the 3 points. And again, you need to remember that every team is going to be very good in their home. You understand? So Arsenal, they were aware of that. And let's go Bilbao, they were aware of their home advantage. So they used it, but Arsenal was a better team tonight. So they won.
And a wonderful super sub from Arteta, man.
Yeah. He's really improving.
I mean,
Arteta is really, he's making impact with the amount of team selection he has, like amount of player available for him to use. So I think he's he's using them very well, playing every player to their strengths, and with time everybody will bond, and that has been their problem last season. But this season they've corrected it, so they are going to fly.
We also saw the game between PSV and USG. It was a shocker because I didn't even believe that PSV could lose the game at home. I mean, what's your take about the game?
Like, this is the Champions League. You expect anything, it can happen. The smaller team, everybody's fighting for their space in this tournament. The longer you stay in this tournament, the better for you.
What of the game between Benfica versus Karabakh?
You see,
he ended 3-2. I mean, Benfica was like 2 goals ahead. That was like a major, massive comeback, and
from the other teams, which you understand. So smaller teams are not.
Underdogs are not even taking it easy on the Giants.
Yeah, they are seizing the opportunities, of course, man. It's not easy coming to the Champions League, So everybody's there to show themselves, show what they can do, show their quality. It's an open space for everybody's football. So we cannot say this one wins. Every team in the Champions League, they are champions. They are champions from wherever they are coming from, so they are going to give it their all. So just, I don't know, and with the setup now that every team can face any team, do you understand? So don't worry, just underdogs, they will give everybody a run for their money.
You saw the game between Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. The first half ended 0-0, and coming back to the second half, I mean, it was a mind-blowing game for everyone. I mean, the game ended 4-4. Did you expect that game to turn out like that?
No, I don't expect the game to turn out like that, but I wasn't surprised because it's like I said, I'm still clamoring on it. It's a Champions League. You understand? So these teams are out there. The best team in the whole of Europe are playing this competition. So it comes with its own vibe, its own feeling. The team, the players, they expect much from themselves. So they are ready to bring the game, the thrills, the comebacks, the goals and
the
everything.
shockers.
You understand? But I didn't expect the game to end 4-4 because I felt that game, there will not be much goals in the game. But so I was surprised.
We saw the game against Madrid. Marcel scored first, then Madrid equalized. Even with a red card, they won the match. What do you think about the game?
Well, Madrid, they always want to show why they've won this competition 14 times.
15 times.
Probably 15 times.
Yeah.
So they always want to show you why they've won it more than every other person. So Madrid, they are very unpredictable. You cannot say this was going to happen. With the red card, they don't care. They are going for the points. So when you are playing a team like Madrid that knows how to play this competition, you need to be well aware.
The game ended 1-0. Do you think Tottenham should have scored more goals in the game, or you just feel like it was a perfect win for Tottenham?
I feel Tottenham came with a game plan. After getting the goals, they just they wanted the points. So I think they came with a good plan. Villarreal tried, but it couldn't work.
Olympiacos also played a draw, and we saw Slavia and Bodo 2-2. Then Ajax Inter won two new.
Yeah.
What's your take on that game?
You can see Inter, they are a contender, so they understand the game. They
Yeah.
know you have to gather your point. So they came with full force. They wanted the point from that game. I just gave it a 5, but I mean, Inter, they were good enough. They proved themselves. The last season they were in the finals. So it's a strong head start for them, and I feel that they're going to go far in this competition.
Also, an outstanding performance from Bayern Munich. They sealed the game 3-1 against Chelsea. Like, I wasn't shocked, but should have given their best, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the both teams are good teams, and they've had a good run in the Champions League and in all competition. Like I would say, I will give kudos to the coach, company. He has done a very good job in putting this team together. And you see the way they controlled the game after they were leading. They controlled the game. They know what Chelsea is capable of doing. But Chelsea slipped and they used the opportunity. Chelsea had their own opportunities too. But Bayern utilized their opportunity, and there we are, 3-1 up.
The game between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid, I felt like they gave us a show because, I mean, from 2 goals down, Atletico came back. Unfortunately, they lost the match. What would you say about that game?
I mean, that's football, man, and that's what I love to see in football. Like I said, the
Great
game
challenges.
Great challenge. The game is not over until it's over.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Liverpool showed why they are champions of England. Do you understand? So Atletico Madrid, they tried, but football as it will be, you don't relax till the game is over. I'm still clamoring on that. You don't. I remember they came back from a 2-0 lead from Liverpool, and now they came and they were drawing. They were playing 2-2. You understand? Put the game to sleep.
Amazing win from PSG against Atlanta.
Yeah,
4 goals to
the champions.
The champions of Europe. I showed that
they are topping the table now early. They're topping the Champions League table early. Do you understand? 4 goals different. No, they didn't concede anything. They played a good game, even with the injuries of their 2 top players, Dembele and Doué. Do you understand? The absence in the game, but the team showed resilience and they played. They are that to show you a top class team. Losing their top player, they still give it a fight.
Then move to the matches for today. We have Club Brugge versus Monaco. It was a 4-1 victory for Club Brugge. I didn't see Monaco losing that game at all. I wasn't even looking out for a draw for Monaco, but I was so heartbroken when I saw that Monaco lost to Club Brugge. I mean, what's your take about the game?
I mean, Monaco has not been very consistent, actually. You understand? So, like this now, Club Brugge, if you watch their Champions League qualifiers, you see they had a perfect result. These people know what they are doing. Do you understand? The longer you stay in the Champions League, the more experience you gain. So Monaco, I don't think they are ready for business. Club Brugge, look at, it's an emphatic win from Club Brugge. At home, they showed the dominance and they scored good goals. Do you understand? So I think Club Brugge, they really mean business. Monaco should go back and learn.
They should go back to their drawing board.
They should know this is Champions League. This is not the France League. Go on, you get.
So we saw the game against Copenhagen versus Bayer Leverkusen. It ended in a draw. I was rooting for Bayer Leverkusen, but unfortunately, the game ended in a draw. Nice comeback from Bayer Leverkusen.
Good game.
But I feel like Bayer Leverkusen should have given us a win in that game.
Yeah, no, you can't just place it like that. Those teams, Bayer Leverkusen had the upper hand actually because they play in a good league. But Copenhagen too, they are a team.
I mean, but they have not been performing well in their league, so
it doesn't matter. Champions League football is different. Like I say, Champions League feeling is different from league football.
Yes.
You understand?
So we saw the game against Frankfurt versus Galatasaray, 5-1, and emphatic win from Frankfurt. I didn't see that coming.
Well, I think Galatasaray missed their striker, Osimhen. That's right.
But that shouldn't be an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but Osimhen could have made a difference in that game, in my own opinion. Osimhen should have made a very good difference. He's a fighter. Do you understand? And he's always there in the box to nod and all. But that's not an excuse for them. Frankfurt, we won't take it away from Frankfurt that they had a good game and they played well and they got the 3 points.
Game between Manchester City versus Napoli. Napoli had a red card in the first half of the game, but the game ended 2-0. What's your take on that match? Did you feel like Napoli was nonchalant about the game, or did you just feel like the Pep side dominated?
Well, maybe my own opinion, I feel like the red card actually,
Slowed a lot of
changed the game.
Yeah.
You understand? Getting the red card that early in the game against a team like Man City that always want to be with the ball, being short-handed is going to affect your game. You're going to change the game plan. The coach has to, change tactics and all. But I think it would have been a very different game if the red card was no. But it's football. We can't say, okay, if he didn't make that tackle, they wouldn't have, So I feel like it would have gone another way if there was no that record was not there. But at the same time, won't take away from Man City. They had a good game. They played. They didn't let the red card get into their head. They know they were here for the 3 points.
Great game from Sporting. They came out victorious 4-1 against Carriats. I mean, Sporting, they always amaze me, because when it comes to the Champions League, they pull more efforts, more results, and they are always amazing and exciting to watch also.
Yeah.
What do you think about the game?
Well, the game was a good game, but I feel like Sporting, let's see them in another fit. You understand? It's just Kairat. This should be their first time coming to the Champions League, I guess.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's see a more competitive team, and let's see how they go about it.
If you saw Barca, Newcastle versus Barcelona,
I know you're going to have this.
I mean, I'm not hyping myself. At least you saw the game from my boys, I mean, they pulled out an outstanding performance. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford.
Wow,
I'm definitely sure that the Manchester United fans right now will be so bitter and
they want their boy back. So,
I'm so bitter.
We the Manchester United fans, wish Rashford a very good season. He's our boy, but we wish him well whenever he is. And I feel the Barca and Newcastle game, Barca didn't start the game very well. Do you understand? I felt like if Newcastle has taken some of their chances that they've created earlier in the game, they would have had like a goal or 2 up before Barca would wake up. But Barca, they contained the game. They knew what they were up for, the pressure. You understand? So they contained. They had good players that can pass the ball around.
I never saw Newcastle as a threat.
But look at the scoreline now. It's 2-1.
It's 2-1, of course. Yes,
so
I mean
they tried. And they were at home.
The best one in the game.
I feel the best team won in the game.
Yes.
But Rashford was the decider in the game. Kudos to Rashford, and I feel he should continue in this, this form. What he has started, this goaling spree. Feeling so much for Yamal. Yamal was barely felt. I put it that way, but it was felt.
We have come to the end of the Champions League review special. We can't wait to see more goals, action, surprises, challenges, and thrillers. Keep the faith.